So much of these issues are things that the president and the White House have brought on themselves by uttering untruths,
Yeah.
by talking about phantom, illegal voters, by obsessing about crowd size and ratings. I mean, to Josh's point, you want to take on all these problems, you should focus on leadership and less about talking about dishonest human beings in the media.
Well, I think that, I mean, I would say, I think.
Last word, go ahead.
Look, I think that's all right. That's all correct. But the media has brought some of this on ourselves. And there's a reason that Bannon and Trump want to attack us. And it's because the media is actually less popular than Donald Trump. And there's a reason for that.
I don't know that that's true, by the way.
You're citing that Gallup.
I don't know that it's true. I think these popularity polls are a lot of air, to be honest with you. Do people love the media? No, but the people don't love anything. Who's the most powerful man in the world?
Donald Trump.
Who's the biggest man in the room?
Donald Trump.
That's what you're supposed to act like, right? These are bully tactics by somebody who's showing insecurity when he should be the most secure person in the United States.
What's up, guys? It's Mike's Hard Memes 2.0 here. I guess this is the first time you guys get to see what I actually look like. I've been digging into this whole situation where the guy that tried to shoot at Trump, the assassination attempt. A lot of experts are saying they don't understand why it happened or what's going on, what his motives were. But I just found a video where a young man claims that the would-be assassin was bullied pretty bad whenever he was younger in school. And it got me thinking, the media for years has painted Donald Trump as a bully, as the ultimate bully. And when you do that, people who are actually bullied by real bullies, because Donald Trump's not a bully, he just speaks his mind. But all these people that watch, far left media like CNN, they compared Trump to Hitler. They compare him to Mussolini and all these other people. They say he's friends with Putin. They say all these wild, outlandish claims about Donald Trump and how he's against democracy. He's against freedoms. They paint Donald Trump as a bully. So from the perspective of the ones who believe this garbage, from the perspective of the ones who think that Donald Trump is a bully, they don't want him to run for president. He's the ultimate bully. They don't want a bully to be the leader of the free world. That was the motive. That was the motive. And I don't think the mainstream media is going to admit that it was their fault. But the young man who committed this heinous act, this terrible act, was bullied horrendously throughout his whole childhood. And something tells me that he believed that what the media said, that Donald Trump was a bully. Now, something interesting I also found out, he was a registered Republican. So I'm a little confused, a little bit confused. Maybe he did that knowing what he was going to do to try to hide the fact that he was not Republican, because I don't think he was actually really truly a Republican. You can register as a liberal and not really be liberal, and then go commit an act of violence, and people say, oh, look, a liberal did that. But in this case, I think a liberal registered as a Republican knowing he was going to at some point commit some sort of act of violence. And he didn't want his base to have the scopes, the sights set in on that. So I feel like he tried to cover his political tracks in that light. But I'm sure the truth will come out that he was not really a Republican. I don't care that he registered as one. It's clear to me his motive was the fact that he bought into the lie that Donald Trump was a bully. It's cut and dry, folks. Here's the clip.
There's a large media presence here. You've had members of the community come and approach us, including one person who said he actually went to high school with this suspected shooter. I want you to listen to a little bit of our conversation there.
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Who's the most powerful man in the world?
Donald Trump.
Who's the biggest man in the room?
Donald Trump.
That's what you're supposed to act like, right? These are bully tactics by somebody who's showing insecurity when he should be the most secure person in the United States.
In conclusion, the mainstream media has labeled Donald Trump a bully for years. And because of this, now we have a lone wolf attack. Now, there could be other people involved. Perhaps that will be unveiled later on. But the truth of the matter is this. That was not a Republican that did this attack. It's also being said that he has donated money, this assassin has donated money to progressive charities and events. So he's not a Republican. That was just part of his strategy. So that way, whoever he's tied to can have plausible deniability as far as their association with him. The mainstream media should be ashamed because of their lies and because of their fake news about Donald Trump for years. Now somebody has lost their life, and we almost lost Donald Trump. It's disgusting. And that's all I have for today. Please share this video, like and subscribe. Make this go viral. Oh yeah, and fuck Joe Biden.